3 games into the season, it has not been a difficult road for Oklahoma. In fact, there's hardly been any road involved at all. The Sooners took the Turnpike 2 hours north of here, but faced an overmatched Tulsa team in a tiny stadium half filled with crimson and cream. However, as we reach conference play, Oklahoma is jumping in the deep end, taking the furthest trip of the season, facing the dangerous Mountaineers in one of the most inhospitable stadiums in the nation.
You know, it's a hostile environment, and you know, going into a place like Morgantown, you know, their fans are going to be rocking. I think it's true home field advantage, just like we had this Saturday against Tennessee. You know, your fans will be rocking, but I think it's important that you maybe use some of their crowd's energy to get you going a little bit. You know, to get that momentum going and really just use it. You know, going on the road is difficult, especially with a team like West Virginia, who's been playing great, you know, lately. So we just got to find that energy within ourselves and play for one another and stay even keel through it.
It's a lot different. I mean, you got to play with the noise. It's something that we haven't had to face yet. Tulsa, I mean, that's kind of even crowd, so we didn't have to face anything too loud. And you know, we'll see how that goes. We'll simulate it at practice with the stereo, just blasting it. You know, so you know, that can throw a little screw in your game sometimes.
Definitely a very disrespectful fan base, and they're gonna be prepared to say some nasty, mean things. So even like me at that time, I was a freshman, and they knew some stuff about me. It was just crazy just to know that they really take pride into trying to get into your head and trying to get you off your game.
You know, they're gonna try to get in your head. I'm just gonna tell them, like, you know, it's gonna be loud. They're gonna say some things to you. You don't have to retaliate. Just, you know, just focus on your key and just go out there, work hard, give it your best shot. Whatever they tell you, take it out on the guy in front of you when the ball is snapped. So that's all I can tell them, man. They listen. You know, they're all grown out there. They know what to expect.
I mean, what happens on the field is on the field. If you get caught off in distracting off in the stands, you're not focused on what you need to be. So really just staying tuned into the game, zoning that out, even when you're on the sideline. It's kind of hard, but you just listen to your coaches and make sure you don't get your head caught up in it.
Let's go, Meanies! Let's go!
You just got to go in and play your game. You know, you got to kind of feed off the crowd. You know, I like going in a hostile environments like that. It's kind of fun. You know, to get the crowd in it, because once you start making plays, they get real silent. So, you know, it's fun. You got to feed off their energy. You know, Coach Mike talked about that. Just let it be to our advantage and not our disadvantage. You know, when it gets loud and, you know, they're heckling us and things like that. So just staying on our game.
Well, I think for us defensively, it's you can't give up big plays early. You got to get off to a good start is really critical. And you know, you want to play confidently, and you got to be aggressive, and those are big, you know, parts of the game. So we got to continue to play like we have, you know, all season. And again, those are all important ingredients. But you're going to have to play good. If you're not playing good defense, it'll be, you know, it could be catastrophic if you give up a bunch of big plays.
So will they be burning couches in Morgantown, West Virginia on Saturday night? I don't really know. I don't know if they burn them when they win or when they lose. What I do know is the Mountaineers are 2-10 against AP top 5 teams since the year 2000, while Bob Stoops Sooners are 12-3 in Big 12 openers. Kickoff 6:30 Central Time Saturday night in Morgantown, West Virginia. Reporting from Owen Field in Norman, Damon Fontenot, News OK Sports.